What's up, y'all? Got a family to feed, so let's get into this tea. We about to get into, first of all, Top Flight TV. Shout out to Top Flight TV. The link will be in the description if y'all want to go watch the original version without me. I'm not here to take credit from anybody. I'm just here to react to it. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Top Flight TV. Let's get into Ronny's interview with him.
And
I started at this point because I was ready to get to the tea.
I know you from the whole Chrisean. That's how you pronounce it.
Chrisean is crazy.
Name Chrisean?
Chrisean.
Yeah. I know you from that whole situation, man. Listen, I want to get right into that, man. How did you meet Chrisean?
So me and Chrisean met in high school. We went to a school called Arundel High School. I didn't graduate from that school, however, I did go there for a little bit. I was initially going to a school, Meade High School, transferred over to Arundel, which is where Chrisean was. Me transferring to Arundel, it was a big environmental change, however, I'm able to adapt. So I say all of that to say, me being a new kid at school, Chrisean was already, popular at Arundel. So me being me, who I am, I stood out, and me and her initially had homeroom with each other once I transferred to Arundel. You get what I'm saying? And she was already like Instagram famous, model type vibe, you get what I'm saying? So she was always taking pictures, photogenic. So I was photogenic at the time too. I had a few things working in my favor. So, it was just two birds with one stone type of situation. High school sweethearts. It started off with me taking her pictures, and then it ultimately developed into all right, this is my photographer, into a flirt and into developing a relationship.
Okay.
Damn, I ain't even know, bro, but that's interesting.
I ain't know either.
Yeah.
So y'all was in a relationship. It's safe to say y'all was in a relationship.
Correct. She was my girlfriend. Initially, we was talking, the whole feeling each other out, seeing if she worthy of the girlfriend title. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
At the time, I didn't know what I know now. So I thought that she was worthy of the title. So I gave it to her.
She was in high school. Y'all was babies. Come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so how long was y'all together?
As far as like her being my girlfriend?
Yeah.
I asked her to be my girlfriend in 2017. And I didn't break up with her as in my girlfriend until 2020 of August, which was prior to her going on to the Blue Girls Club, which was Blueface's version of Bad Girls Club. I broke it off with her right before she went back to Cali for that. That was part of the reason she went to that show, because she ain't had nowhere to go, because me and her was done. So she went there hoping that she would change her situation, but also trying to better and further her career.
And she did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let me ask you, you didn't like the idea of her going out there? That's why you broke up with her, or it was something else?
it was something completely different. So I had caught a body in 2019. Caught a body in the state of California. I'm able to speak on this because I was able to be acquitted from this murder under self-defense. So the state of California has justifiable and self-defense homicide. So due to the circumstances of the homicide, I was able to prove it was in self-defense. So, I'm sorry, what was your question, boss man?
The reason why you broke up with her.
So when I came home from the body, the homicide, I was mentally gone.
You didn't break up with her because she snitched on you? What happened to the snitch? She snitched on you first. Okay.
Physically gone, spiritually gone. I had to get myself back. So I was also financially gone. Murder 187 is one of the most expensive cases when it comes to criminal law. So myself, along with my family, lost a lot of finances behind this situation. You understand what I'm saying? So when I came home, I broke up with her, not initially breaking up with her, but as in a way of getting myself some space, because I don't know if you observed it, just, over the course of the years of her dealing with Blueface, she's a naturally clingy, woman. So she would try, to be with me all day, every day, under me all day, every day. And I'm telling her, like, look, baby, I got to get outside. I got to go to work. If I don't go to work and put these 40 hours in, we don't eat. She wanted to be with me, putting my 40 hours in at work, and she was not an employee. So therefore, I could not make no money while I was dealing with her. It took me calling it quits with her, as I called it at the moment, a break. I said, baby, I need a break. I'm trying to get myself together, get my feet back up under me so we could be good out here. She, at the time,
Ronny, you said that you was done with Chrisean after she snitched on you. You saying that you came back home implies that she had already snitched on you. But now in this interview, you saying that you broke up with her because she snitched on you. I mean, because she's clingy now. The math just don't be math, and it be real. Like, today is something and tomorrow is something totally different.
Had a show that she went on, which was Ultimate Tag. It was like an obstacle course show. Went out in Cali and shot it. So she had some money coming in from, her role on that show. However, we didn't know when that money was coming in. We was anticipating it, but we had no direct date of when we was gonna get it. You know what I mean? So it was like speculating something that may never come. I knew it was coming, but it was no definite on it. You get what I'm saying? So at the time, I was being a little bit impatient, and the intention was to take a break so that I could get myself together. And along the course of that break, she's a naturally clingy person, like I said. So she found herself trying to fill the void that I gave her with another person. And unfortunately, I'm not going to say unfortunately, because it's fortunate, because the situation brought her to where she is today. But unfortunate for me, I lost my, somebody that I loved very deeply at the time. I lost my rider that I thought at the time. I lost my chick, man. Like, that's just.
Now, how could she be a rider if she snitched on you? Because that's not a ride or die. That's a snitch. Respectfully. But number two, I ain't gonna lie. He sound like he be missing Chrisean on the low, y'all. I'm not even lying. And this another incomplete version of the story sounds like to me that they didn't end on bad terms. They ended on incomplete terms. And that's why she or they continued to do the do when she was with Blue. But also, Blue was cheating on her too. And a woman is gonna go back most of the time to a nigga she messed with at one point, because they just not about to get a booty up to just random niggas. Not all women. Chrisean gave me if she would have smashed some other random niggas, I feel like Blue would have found out. So it's like, just go back to Ronny. But this is a total different story from what he been saying, because he was saying that she snitched on him. So she wasn't a ride or die. She wasn't the love of his life. She wasn't none of that. She was a snitch. So I'm so confused.
Just be real, you know what I'm saying? This is a woman that I thought at the time was young and dumb. You know, I did think that I was gonna be with this woman for a long time, you know what I'm saying? I caught a murder and defended my case with self-defense, which is how I was able to beat it. And this woman was, you know, in that scenario, you get what I'm saying? So I say all of that to say that me and this lady had so much history, so much different experiences that it was overwhelming, you know, when I had to face the fact that she was moving on to bigger and better things.
That nigga said bigger and better things. Today, what I just found out from Ronny, he's bitter. Which is okay to be bitter, because I'm not gonna lie. I would have been upset myself. But it's the new wave of he's doing today that I feel like is trying to get Chrisean's attention. I don't know. Because I don't feel like it got to do with Junior, to be completely honest with y'all.
Okay. I'm gonna take you back real quick, man. Tell me if you can, if you want to, how the self-defense case come about? How did that situation go down?
So we were moving to California. So I do music. So at the time I had just started as a music artist, and
I'm about to say, you ain't gonna be able to smoke.
She was doing TV. So at the time, based off of her circumstances, based off of my circumstances, it made the most sense to be in California, you know, to further our careers so that we could work. So we both from Maryland, we up and moved and went to Maryland. She was gonna do the college thing. The place, so we were moving from Maryland to California. We ended up needing a place to stay on the West Coast, coming from the East Coast. We ain't got no family out there. We ain't know nobody out there. So we trying to figure out where we gonna lay our heads. We can't sleep in this car for but so long. So the place where I caught my case ultimately is the place where Chrisean planned on housing, because she was going to college until she figured out everything else. She was going to wing the college situation with the room and board until she could figure out what she's doing as far as her career, because she always wanted to be famous. So that was her plan, and she worked it. Unfortunately, the place that, you know, everything ultimately happened in, it was a college dorm housing. It was specifically aimed for college students. However, this was not on a college campus. This was not a college property. This was in my opinion, a brothel, a spot where men can come through and pay to have intercourse with women. Like, that's what it was in my opinion.
Oh my God, correct.
And on the West Coast, pimping and pandering, prostitution is way more amplified than it is on the East Coast. Like, the East Coast is late when it comes to home.
I'm trying to crack my neck. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I want to crack my neck.
And pimping and pandering. And I found this out when I was in, you know, Men's Central Jail fighting the body. One of my cellies that I had at the time when I was in Men's Central Jail, he was fighting a pimping and pandering charge. they throwing football jersey numbers for pimping and pandering out there.
That's right.
If you get caught pimping and pandering out, you get what I'm saying, female. Once she went on that show, it turned her into a...
Well, you just did you.
Yeah,
because I don't give a damn about that story. I don't know what we talking about.
So, and it hurt my heart because Chrisean, such a beautiful, energetic, athletic young woman. She, prior to her going on that show, she was like an athletic type of, you get what I'm saying, female. Once she went on that show, it turned her into a beast. When she went on that show, Jade and Alexis, which is Blueface's initially, allegedly, first baby mother.
Allegedly? Huh? There's nothing alleged about that.
Chrisean already was ringing bells. So her name ring bells, you get what I'm saying? She's been doing what she's been doing for a long time. So Jaden got whiff of Chrisean being one of basically Blue's best, contenders at the time. Okay. Through all of the females on the show. So Jaden ain't like it. She was intimidated by Chrisean. Pulled up to the house where the filming was being done, where the show was being filmed at, with Blueface's sister. I think her name is Callie. Callie Way, something like that. Jaden, Alexis, and Callie pulled up to the blue mansion that was camouflaged, looking for Chrisean. Chased Chrisean out the mansion. When Chrisean was running out the mansion, Blueface had a big unicorn in his house. He had a unicorn statue.
What does Chrisean losing a tooth have to do with him?
When Chrisean was trying to take off, get away from Jaden, bing, hit that tooth right on that pony statue. And that's why y'all know her as Rock today. So
he's saying she got famous because she lost a tooth?
She hit her. So Jaden and Callie was chasing her. They couldn't get her. Chrisean on track. She fast. They couldn't catch her. Chrisean let her tooth come out and kept running. Kept running. So, yeah, I'm sorry. What was you?
Did you reach out to her?
This nigga don't even remember what we talking about. Oh my God. He could never go on Drink Champs. He wouldn't keep up.
When she was out there, like, with, you know.
So yeah, because when I seen that her tooth came out, I was still in protective mode over her at the time.
I'm like, you wasn't there.
So when I seen the tooth come out, I'm like, oh, hell no. Like, what's going on? What is going on? Like, we losing teeth for clout. We losing our front teeth for clout. We losing our front teeth for what? A fake schoolyard crip. So once I seen her tooth come out, due to everything that was going on, I was frustrated. I was angry. I wanted to address it. So, yeah, I talked to her after that. I tried to tell her, like, look, yo, you looking stupid. You look crazy. Bring your ass, even if you ain't gonna bring your ass home, just so you won't think you gotta come back to me. You ain't gotta come back to me. But get your ass out that house. Get away from that show. You don't need that show to be successful. You're gonna be successful without that show. You brought the light to that show. You made that show what it is. She's so in her own head, she thinking that she needed Blueface to get to where she is today. And in a sense, she did, but she didn't. Chrisean always had the star power. She always had that light within her. She was manipulated by the wrong people, and it turned into a whole nother thing. But she always had what it takes to be a star alone without being attached to a Blueface or a Ronny though, or etc. So yes, I was concerned. Yes, I reached out, but she knows that when I come, I'm coming. So she avoided me. She didn't want to address it because she knew I was going to really address it. But she, at the time, and I salute her for it, she played her cards right because she knew that if she did, she potentially have a legacy. Now she's Chrisean Rock. Now she's the crazy female with no tooth on the internet. Prior to that, you know, she was just a beautiful track girl on the internet. So once she seen her moment and somebody to believe in her, she ran with it. But the thing is, Chrisean knows me just like I know her. And with that being said, she knew that if she linked up with me at that moment in time, she would not be Chrisean Rock today. And that's me being transparent, and that's me being humble. Why do I say that? Because I would not have let Chrisean stay at that house knowing that she's in danger, all with the interest of, furthering this show, furthering leading these girls astray. I'm a reality type of guy. I don't go for the stuff that's on the internet in front of our face that people ignore. I address stuff. So she knows.
You're a reality type of guy. You address this. The internet is reality. You are what they call a real nigga. I'm not mad at him for what he's saying about Chrisean and this whole tooth situation, because we all can say the internet, Blues House, the whole thing absolutely changed Chrisean. That right there is simply not a lie. But I want to also say that everybody has their own story and everybody gonna take their own route, period, even if it's wrong. So
I was gonna address it. And she knew if I addressed it, that was gonna be her ticket to fame. That was gonna be her ticket to riches. That was gonna be her ticket to Blueface, which could have potentially been her ticket to Zeus, which is her ticket to whatever is next for her.
How would you have been her ticket? Are you saying you would have took the ticket?
So Chrisean is a thinker. She plays dumb. She plays stupid. Chrisean thinks. Chrisean know. If she would have came back home and got Ronny involved, she wouldn't have been Chrisean Rock today.
Indeed. What was it like witnessing your high school sweetheart crash out, essentially? Blueface tattoos, cases, just all kind of fuckery on the internet. What was that like, though? I'm sitting there empathizing with you.
It was overwhelming, but it wasn't surprising. It was overwhelming because I was surprised she was doing all of these things, knowing that I just defended myself along with her hind pox and came home from it. To knowing that she quickly jumped shit without any respect.
If a person tell you they want fame and they gonna get it, y'all stay away from them. I'm gonna tell you right now, because they mean it. They mean it. Chrisean said she gonna be famous by any means necessary, and she got exactly what she wanted. The problem is he just didn't believe her.
Any communication, it was devastating. It was devastating.
All right, so let's fast forward, man. Since you saw her go into the show, right? What was the next time you saw Chrisean after that? I'm talking about in person.
That's a good question.
What was the next time that you saw her?
This is a great interviewer.
And y'all was together.
You see, he not acting tough with him.
How did that come to be?
He killed me with the tough shit with women.
Me and Chrisean, at the time, up until Junior was born, me and Chrisean had a really good relationship. We had a really good relationship as far as understanding each other and not crossing boundaries. I was around Chrisean this whole time up until Junior's birth. But
so she was like flying back and forth. She was down like creeping. Or?
Yes, but she was also working out here. They were doing a lot of the Crazy in Love in Baltimore.
So this is why she was with Blueface.
Yeah, okay. You get what I'm saying? So around the holidays at this one specific time when Junior was possibly conceived, Blue was at home with Jaden. Chrisean was with me. Picked her up from the airport, staying at Red Roof Inn as much as I can. Stopped staying there when the money ran out. Went to go stay with one of my homegirls. Her name AJ. AJ's my homegirl. We used to go stay at her. She used to have a spot on Light Street, Baltimore City, downtown. Used to be staying right there. So, I'm sorry, what was your question again?
The question was, you answered it. The question was, when was the next time you saw her?
So after
everything.
After the show?
After the show, yep. After the show. After she
left.
left.
I was seeing her like all the time. Like it wasn't like
all right.
It wasn't like a long period of time of me not seeing her. Like basically like anytime I went to Cali or anytime she came to Maryland, I was seeing her.
So it was all good between y'all.
Yeah, everything was good. It was frequent. Everything was perfectly fine up until Junior physically was born.
I thought you was there. Why would anything have been wrong if you were there?
Okay. So let's get into that, man. Junior is a major concern of yours, rightfully so, as any potential father or father would be.
Yes.
How sure are you that that's your son? Let me say this: everybody I talk to, or I've heard talk about the topic, they're like, man, boy look like him. You know what I mean?
I will say this, Flight. I, for the longest, was convincing myself that Junior's not mine. Until it came to my understanding from people within the Chrisean Rock, the Chrisean Rock team, it came to my understanding like, bro, that's your baby, that's your kid, woo woo. So I'm like, I thought about it. Really thought about it. But then I started paying attention how certain things were addressed and how certain things were went about. And it started to raise red flags. It started to raise my concern. And it started to make me think like, is it a chance of him being mine? Because at first, I'm not gonna lie, man, I was forcing myself to not pay attention to it, to ignore everything that's going on. But as of lately, I've been developing somewhat of what I believe to be a spiritual connection with Junior. And I personally feel like the reason why I can't just sleep and lay down and not worry about it is because he's my son. But I know that it's my job to find out if he's my son or not.
Mm-hmm.
It's just hard because I wish that she was able to work with me as an adult.
So y'all had that conversation. She's not willing to take a DNA test.
So Junior was born September 3rd, 2023. I seen Chrisean September 2nd, 2023. I was with her right when her water broke. She never started acting a specific type of way until Junior was born. Mm. But
he was with her when her water broke, but wasn't with her in the...
Chrisean is the type of person, whenever she starts to lack control, she starts lashing out. I'm not a controllable type of guy. That rubbed her the wrong way, and things, I guess if you want to say, escalated.
Mm. You think that she doesn't want to, get a DNA test or possibly find out the baby is not Blueface's because she wants to stay in Blueface's good graces?
Yes, but also I feel like she wants to be famous that bad that she's willing to disregard Junior's biological father to attach him to Blue in hopes of
She's already famous, so
staying relevant and hoping staying famous. But what she lacks is an understanding that if she be a mother to the fullest extent, the fullest capacity, and she be Chrisean Rock like she's always been, she's going to be successful. She doesn't need Blueface to be Chrisean Rock. She's already Chrisean Rock. But she's such a diehard, loyal type of girl. I feel like she admires this guy so much for what he did for her career, as far as putting her on the next level, the next pedestal. She can't move over him. She can't move past him because she's a loyal type of person. She may not be loyal to you in a sense of, oh, I ain't gonna get his pussy up. But if you do something highly beneficial to her career, she will do right by you, and she will respect you, and she will walk on eggshells when it comes to you. And that's just the type of person she is. So that's why I think it's potentially so hard for her to just come out and like, hey, this is Ronnie's kid, because now we got her $1 million baby. It's going to go from allegedly $1 million baby, whatever, to a $0 baby. And it's kind of disrespectful, and it's kind of degrading, because why is Junior's value going to zero just because he's my son? He's still a $1 billion baby. He's still a $1 million baby.
Did she say that though? You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's saying that, not her.
He's just not a Blueface baby. So what I'm not understanding is why people keep trying to play on my intelligence. I'm not stupid. I know what's going on. And I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I'm going to address it. However, I need people to stop telling me I'm clout chasing. I need people to stop making me feel less of a man for trying to establish paternity.
You are clout chasing. We're all clout chasing. I hate that y'all don't understand what clout chasing is. That's why it shouldn't even be a term. But anytime you go public and do anything, it's clout chasing. See, you have it to where you gotta know if Junior is yours or not. Rightfully so, you was doing the do with her. I believe that Chrisean should just give you the damn test. However, the route you chose was, I'm going to get into the blogs. Clout, blogs. You're clout chasing. And as soon as you accept it, the better. You'll be fine.
Whether the paternity is in my favor, his favor, they favor, whoever favor. Once I establish the paternity without it having anything to do with Zeus, I can move on because I got my clarity. But right now, ain't no brakes. It's all gas, no brakes. Until I see the paper saying that you are or you are not the father, I'm not going to chill. Junior, when I was at Arundel Mills Mall, Junior was in that mall in a baby outfit, right? But Junior ain't had no blanket. Junior ain't have no coat. Junior ain't have no hoodie. It's cold as shit outside on Black.
That was the key word, outside. Outside is the key word. Because, see, they was in the mall. If not the mall, Subway.
Friday. It was cold as shit outside.
Okay, Jesse.
Junior's out there with nothing, man. He ain't got no blanket. He ain't got no heater. He ain't had no stroller. And it's concerning when people are keep excusing this baby boy's health with a messed up individual. People are sitting here making it seem like it's okay for the way that this girl is treating Junior. This girl dead wrong. She's not addressing this kid's health. She's not taking it serious. This girl had this baby with the intention of keeping the nigga. The baby ain't gonna keep the nigga. The money is going what's keeping the nigga. Don't let that go over your head. And I'm not going to lay down and be the man that be like, oh, I'm not on the birth certificate. Kid's expensive. It ain't my problem. No, because Junior is suffering. Junior is suffering every day. He around her family. I remember Chrisean telling me her granddad used to make all of them. No, her grandmother used to make all of the girls lay down in the bed in a gown with no underwear. Letting their grandfather go play in their goodies. Jazz.
Y'all ain't gonna like this, but I wish men would take accountability for their own shit, because if you hear something like that, why you out here having unprotected sex with a family member like that? Because a lot of y'all kind of going crazy in my comments because y'all are into his passion, which is fine. He is passionate. There's something behind this. And y'all may not think that I feel like it's about Junior. This is the thing. A paternity test was already taken. Let's just start there, okay? The logo definitely had DDC on it. Do I know you could create a fake one? Yes. My problem is Zeus never addressed it. Also, Blueface never really addressed it. He just kept saying that he wasn't his, but we know Blueface gets petty and he does the things that he does. But this right here has just become a mystery because now suddenly he's coming out when Blueface goes to prison, which is another problem. Because I feel like if Blueface didn't go to prison, it wouldn't be addressed. And his passion for Junior just keeps getting kind of swept under the rug because he's doing this the clout way. He hasn't even said anything else about them forcing Chrisean to take a paternity test that was supposed to happen within 4 weeks. Like, where is that? You know what I'm saying? Where is that scenario? I gotta pee. I'm over it. The lies he telling, he can't keep up with his story. All that wouldn't hold up in court. I just want y'all to know that.
Chastity Malone, or whatever her name is, Chastity has the CPS looking for her right now, as we speak. Chastity got the CPS looking for her because she can't keep her kids from eating dope. Chastity got charges from the Child Protective Services of the state of Maryland, whoever charged people. The CPS is looking for her right now because she like to let her kids eat dope.
Is that allegedly?
No.
You want to say allegedly?
No.
You just want to say to be safe?
Well, we can say allegedly, but this is public record in the state of Maryland.
Okay.
So you can Maryland case search it.
I just want to make sure we good.
This is public record in the state of Maryland.
Okay.
Maryland, you can case search somebody by their first and last name. Chastity allegedly has charges for letting her kids eat heroin cut with fentanyl. She has charges for letting her kids eat methadone. And this is the individual that y'all have around Chrisean, that y'all have around Junior. And I'm supposed to be all right with that?
You slept with his mama, who you knew had these family issues. That's the accountability part that I'm telling y'all about men that they don't uphold and then start playing victim with all the damn women. You knew her family was fucked up. She told you, clearly. Used to make them lay down in gowns with no panties. I'm like, what the fuck kind of weird nigga? You know what I'm saying? And like, you surprised that, I mean, come on, bro. I wouldn't have never had sex with her, to be honest. Nah, I'm straight. Because I know I could potentially have a baby with her and she has this family history. And we all know, especially in the black community, for the most part, the woman is the one who has the child 24 hours a day. You already know that baby not going to be with you 24 hours a day. That's why Chrisean doesn't deserve to get Junior taken away from her. It's just like, what is it? You know what I'm saying? But you lay down with it, you would have to deal with that.
That's just one individual. We got another individual who's highly red flag.
Men never hold accountability for the part that they played in the shit. And that's what I hate that, bro. It really, really, really drives me up a wall. He never said, and that's my fault for going in her raw. You know what I'm saying? Knowing this badass family history. So I'm just trying to clean up what we messed up. You know what I'm saying? I hate that. I really do. Because it's like, blame the mama family. Only the mama family. You know what I'm saying?
Tessa. Her sister Tessa. Tessa act like she the chef of Chocolate City. She be through Longwood and Dukeland. She used to have a little house in Chocolate City in the Jacks. She used to sell dinners out her backyard. Tessa is so messed up in the head. She tried to discipline her son, and it resulted in her biting his nose. Her son lost skin from his nose because his own mother bit his nose. This is some crazy shit. This is some fucked up shit. Some shit that I don't even like speaking on. Mm-hmm. And it's fucked up because I can't just sit and let Junior suffer.
Let me ask you. You spoke on it, touched on it. What the fuck happened Black Friday, man? It was everywhere, man. Clips of the altercation situation was all over social media. Break down what happened, dog.
I got a message. I got a call from somebody. Somebody said, yo, your baby mother in the mall, she got your son. Boop, boop, boop. I got a call from somebody.
I thought it was a DM.
Bye. Somebody say, yo, your baby mother in the mall, she got your son. Boop, boop, boop. Pull up to the mall, walk around the mall a few times, never seen her. I got a case going on of me trying to establish paternity, trying to serve her these papers. She's evading these papers, which is why she called the police on me. I can't directly serve her, so I'm trying to have someone serve her. That was my attempt at the mall, which was blown out of proportion, which is all over the internet. So, she hit me.
Because you cut the camera on. Like, what are we talking about? I hate non-accountable niggas. Which is blown out of proportion, which is all over the internet. Why is it all over the internet? Nobody was like, hey, Chrisean at the mall. But before you get off the phone, record it. Like, what are we talking about? I don't understand.
Excuse me. So my cousin hit me. He like, yo, I see your baby mother. I see Junior. They in the mall. Hang up on him, go to the mall. Walk around the mall a few times, didn't run into her. It just so happens that I checked my Instagram DM. When I checked my Instagram DM, there's a text saying Subway Hanover, which is the subway inside of Rundle Mills Mall, which is where I found her. She basically talking to me from a third-party account. She makes fake pages to keep her, which is the subway inside of Rundle Mills Mall, which is where I found her. She basically talking to me from a third-party account. She makes fake pages to keep herself in the algorithm. She makes fake pages, like, comment, share from fake pages to keep herself in the algorithm. That's what she does. She knows how to work social media. So what she did, I'm getting off track, man. Help me, Flight.
Yeah. The night of Black Friday, man, at the mall.
So I found her at Subway. She sent me the DM saying like, "Oh, go live," and blah 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 blah. So I'm like, "The fuck?"
Why is a burner account?
I thought you said you was going live to protect yourself.
Telling me to go live, telling me Subway, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, all right, somebody running a play on me. I know this Chrisean. Telling me to come.
But somebody had already called you to come to the mall. This nigga probably be looking at my videos like, fuck this stupid dyke bitch. And that's okay, Ronnie. I'm used to it. Because I seen the other day he posted on his story and my video was under there. So he watches my video. Ronnie, I have a question. I'm not into arguing with niggas. That's why I haven't reached out to you to do an interview. Because you like to argue with women. You haven't argued with this man yet. Or the other man that interviewed you, but you love to argue with women. So I don't like arguing with men. That is not my thing. Y'all do too much. And then we get to elevating our voice. You think I'm being, I don't have time for that. But I do have a question. Why do you keep changing your story on what happened? Because my thing is, if you telling the truth, that will make a whole lot of sense. Like, bro, I had sex with Chrisean, which rightfully so, you should get a DNA test. I agree. I think he should get a DNA test. I don't care what none of y'all talking about. He deserves a DNA test, period. He had sex with her, he deserved one. But where I'm having an issue is, I'm in the car chilling, doing what I do in the car. Boom, get a phone call. Yo, Chrisean is at the mall, nigga, pull up. Bet. Get off the phone. Skirt, slide to the mall. You walk around the mall, you don't see her. So you like, whoever called you, for some reason you ain't called them back. And that's the part that I'm not understanding, because now you have turned it into Chrisean is trying to set you up. Because Chrisean hit you from a burner account. And Chrisean specifically allegedly said, meet me in Subway, go live. Also, it said a bunch of other things. Call CPS. CPS, it was telling you CPS for Oklahoma, which she wasn't in Oklahoma. So her being in Baltimore, wherever y'all from or whatever, what will Oklahoma CPS be able to do for Chrisean while she's in Baltimore with an interstate? I don't know the second word after interstate, but for the interstate little situation she got, because she could travel to Baltimore. I don't know if she can stay there, but she can damn sure travel there for the interstate law or whatever. Whatever. I don't really know what it's called. I'm a pedestrian. But what would Chrisean get out of telling you to call CPS on her? What would Chrisean get out of telling you to go live while you walk up on her? And my next question is, why would your dumb ass do that? Like, why would you go live knowing she didn't call you? But what makes it even worse is you told us that she called you. So who the fuck called you? Number one. Number two, if the person told you to go to the mall and you obviously know them because they was able to call you, why you ain't called them back? Why you didn't say they attempted to set you up? Why is it that Chrisean set you up? I'm not understanding this at all. And unfortunately, y'all got us in the chat, so it is my job to understand. We didn't ask for none of this shit. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I know it knows I didn't. So, since we in the chat, can you keep us up? can you keep us up to date? Like, you feel like somebody's playing on your intelligence when, in fact, I think you're trying to play on ours. But you cannot play on mine. I mean, continuously changing this same damn narrative. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I would love for you to keep up with this part because it's really, really trying to keep up with it. I don't understand.
Come to Subway. I know it's Chrisean telling me to go live and look for it. I know it's Chrisean.
And you did it. Like, what are we talking about?
I go to Subway. Guess who I find? Chrisean. I found Chrisean. And guess who else I found? Junior. I found Chrisean and Junior. And when I found Chrisean and Junior, I looked at them.
I don't know why he whispering now.
Chrisean acted like she did not know me. Uno reverse. She acted like she did not know me. Ran into the storage room in Subway. Tried to hit me with a rack of bread, bunch of footlongs, Italian herb and cheese, wheat bread, flat bread, all that shit. She tried to hit me with a rack of bread, bro. Footlong. $5 for the long.
Now they $6.
Oh, they $6 now? God damn. Inflation crazy. Economy crazy. But, man, she tried to hit me with the rack of bread, man. So, that's why I had my phone out. Because it's he say, she say. So now it's your word versus my word. So fortunately, had that phone out, showed everything that happened. And if anybody goes to the video on my page, you can see when my arm, like when the camera shakes for a second, that's when I got hit by, the rack of bread. So...
Oh, my God.
Her friend Crystal was there. Crystal was holding Junior. Crystal walked from the back of the Subway, which is where like the cleaning and sink is and all this extra stuff. She walks to the registers and passes Junior over the register to the rest of their posse in an attempt to make it seem like, oh, I'm trying to grab him, like I'm trying to swab him, like I'm trying to do anything aggressive to Junior. I never attempted to grab Junior. I never attempted to touch Chrisean. I completely kept my composure and kept my hands to myself. Chrisean starts pulling the Uno reverse. I don't know you. I don't know you. Security. He's harassing me. He's harassing me. So we behind the counter in Subway. They putting cheesesteaks together, Italian cold cut, chicken bacon ranch. They putting shit together. Why are we back here? We don't got no business back here. We're loitering. We're trespassing. Let's dip. I'm the only logical thinking adult. So I say, you know what? This ain't got nothing to do with Subway. They trying to make footlongs and shit. If we ain't getting no footlongs, let's get up out of here. So we got.
You thought it was logical to pop up on a woman that clearly don't want to be bothered with your ass. Because I'm sure you would be able to get in touch with Chrisean without popping up at the damn mall. And you think that was logical.
Got up out of Subway. Okay, cool. We find the nearest entry exit point. Arundel Mills Mall, to the point now, is set up at every perimeter with security and police due to the rise of crime in D.C., Maryland, Virginia, especially with our youth. The crime is crazy right now. It's only going up. So, long story, I say all of that to say, I went to the mall. You have to provide an ID or you can't be in there.
18 or over to be by yourself. 21 and over to have people with you plus ones. If you not 18, you're not coming in the mall.
Damn.
And that's what it is. You come in there if you want. You're going to get locked up for loitering, trespassing. Play if you want.
Oh, that mall bad.
They're not playing out there and running. They're going to lock you up. So we go to the nearest exit entry, and there's a security and police. She tells the police, he's harassing me, he's stalking me, he's harassing me, I don't know him, he's harassing me. So now, I'm appalled. I am highly, and when I say highly, I mean highly disappointed. I watched this girl say she don't know me. I watched this girl say that I'm stalking her, harassing her. And I watched this girl talk to the pigs in my face all at once.
She been talking to the pigs on you. Stop giving Chrisean so much credit. That's number one. Number two, if somebody popped up at my house right now and I know you and I didn't invite you, I'm not opening the door without a Glock, but just not opening the door because why you popping up at my house, right? Your house is a more private place. Cool. The mall is public, yes. But you weren't at the mall. Unfortunately, you already told us that, which I wish you would have just said, I was on the way to the mall anyway. You could have came up with a better story. But you said, shit, I'm chilling. Somebody hit me, boom, I went to the mall. So we know now that you have gone to the furthest extent to go to the mall to pop up on a woman. I don't think you know this, but I gotta remind you. Ronny, you're a man. You're a man, right? You're a man that's consistently harassing a woman online every single day about her child that you would like to know if the child is yours. But you're coming at everybody, all the women, in an aggressive manner. And you trying to figure out why the women, which are the ones that you need to talk to, won't help you out? Not only are you doing so, you're doing it in the most aggressive way possible. The last place Chrisean want to be is prison, okay? So she's trying to put a rack in between you and her so much that lets me know she didn't want to be nowhere near you. Let me find anything to get the hell away from this nigga. She already talked to the pigs on you before, so what are you surprised for? I don't even know why you want a connection to Chrisean after she snitched on your ass. That's the part I'll never understand. Appreciate the resub, friend.
Freedom.
Freedom. It's just like, what are we talking about?
Yes, I was devastated, disappointed, angry.
Again?
Frustrated.
Again.
Hurt.
Crazy.
I was all of that.
Crazy work.
And she got security and law enforcement involved. At that point, when they got involved, I had to de-escalate the situation. I'm on probation. If I catch any charges or get in any criminal contact with the police, you know what that means? Back to the slam and no MC Hammer. Already been there. I'm not going back. So
you ain't catch no charges at night?
No.
Good.
But somehow that situation, so when she went to the police and the security, they initially knew who she was, Chrisean Rock. She had her chains on, all that. The security guard knew who she was, felt the need to protect her. Boom. From the gate, he getting physical with me, putting his hands on me. Move, 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 move. Let's go this way, let's go this way, let's go outside. Threatening me to come outside, saying he's going to do this to me, going to do that to me, going to do this to me, going to do that to me. Mm-hmm. Where I'm from, we don't talk. We step, ask questions later. With that being said, I'm not going outside with you, bro. Why? Because all you're going to do is call the police, and all you're going to do is get me locked up, and all you're going to do is help me not get my paternity for my son. So I had to pull a chess move. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm embarrassed. Yeah, I am, somewhat ashamed for just how that whole situation went down. I never want to make it seem like I'm potentially putting Junior in danger, or myself, or anybody else. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, that's how that situation went. Mm-hmm. I went to address something as an adult, and I met up with some kids. And instead of
I wouldn't have never went to that girl, went to the mall to confront no woman if I was a man. Never. Fuck no. Especially after doing all the what you've been doing online. No.
Problem being resolved as it could have been privately, it's became a bigger problem.
Niggas don't even understand. Like you're
a
talking
more
to
amplified problem. A problem with a bigger microscope that makes you wonder, like, all right, what's really going on here? Mm-hmm. So at the mall, I was trying to see Chrisean and my son to see if I could address things away from the internet in a private manner and fast, expeditiously. I'll pay for it. She wasn't hearing none of that. She wasn't feeling none of that. And she wasn't with none of that. So she just passed on it.
Yeah.
And yeah. Like, my train, flight, my train.
Nah, you good. Hey, look here, man. So, I got exactly what you're saying. And you did bring clarity to the situation. You went there as an adult and you met up with some kids. That's a great summary right there.
Yeah, man. So I was being threatened by the security, was being I was being tested to get out of character with somebody that I know ain't on my level. That security guard ain't on my level. The security guard, I'm not better than him, I'm not judging him, but that security guard, he ain't where I am mentally, physically, spiritually, or none of that. So with that being said, I was just frustrated the way that everything played out. I didn't put my hands on nobody, didn't touch nobody. And I ultimately was pushed over some water and fell on my behind. And to everybody it's funny, but to me, I'm just trying to establish paternity. I'm just trying to see if this boy is mine or not. I'm just trying to see if he's okay. I'm just trying to see if we can resolve this without anything escalating or getting out of hand. Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the day, it's a human. At the end of the day, it's a baby that is involved. And he don't deserve none of this. He don't deserve to be manipulated. He don't deserve to be exploited. None of this. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, man.
Nah. It's good, brother. That's heavy. It's real heavy, man. Shit. I wish you the best of luck with the situation, man. And if it's worth anything, man, you know, seeing you in person and hearing you in person, I feel like you a genuine dude. I don't see no clout chasing whatsoever, man. And I hope, you know, everything.
Men tend to act different in front of other men. They do. And then they also tend to act different in front of other women. If I was that interviewer, I would have understood where he was coming from too. All the passion. I would have understood. But the way you talking to these women, I think it's funny how men switch up in front of other men and don't get them no problems. I don't understand that.
Thing work out regardless if Junior's yours or not, man. But we appreciate you sliding through. Yeah, man. We're gonna definitely get you back up here. We're gonna definitely get some more work in.
And that man got a deep
tell the
voice,
people where
boy.
they can find you.
Yeah, man. I'm on YouTube at Prophet Ronny. I'm on Instagram at Ronny.do. I just want to let y'all know, man, don't ever forget it's a privilege to be a parent. It's a privilege to be a parent. Junior's future, Junior's life, it doesn't need to depend on a career. Junior deserves to know his potential biological family without anybody's career being in consideration. We should be putting this child first. We should be putting this boy first. And I just want to let y'all know whether it go my way or if it don't go my way. I just need closure.
Absolutely.
And I know everybody won't understand it. Everybody don't have a father. Everybody ain't a stand-up individual. However, I'm doing this to save Junior. I'm doing this to bring light to child neglect, bring light to child abuse, bring light to the false prophets that are dwelling amongst us, that are inspiring our community. I don't want our community, and I definitely don't want Junior to be dealt the unfortunate side of the cards. And unfortunately, it seems like that's the way that this is going. So with that being said, I just want to let everybody know, man, that we gonna save Junior and we gonna get it done. Whether it's through a court order or God's order, it's going to get done. And Junior will be saved, whether he's mine, Blues, or whose. So thank you, Flight, for having me. Thank you for giving me a platform to shed light on my situation. Thank you for everybody somewhat listening, somewhat trying to give me a chance to be there for Junior.
Mm-hmm.
All I want to do is be there for Junior and help him develop into the beautiful young man that he is. And I don't have any intention of linking back up with Chrisean. I'm not a bitter ex that's trying to get that old thing back. I literally just want the best for this boy. Mm. And you can hate me for it, or you can love me for it. Mm-hmm. But with God with me, nothing can stand against me. And it's sincerely from Prophet. Follow me at Ronny.do on Instagram.
All right, I've heard enough. Y'all, I have a question. How the hell is he gonna get Junior to be able to function properly if he can't even get the damn paternity test? If he can't wait 4 weeks for her to be served? That nigga sell whatever he sell all day on the internet, by the way, because he likes to go live while making plays. How he gonna be able to help Junior while he making plays all day? Guess who Junior still gonna be with? His mother. I don't think this needed attention like this. I think that he could have gotten something done by law for sure. And if anything, Chrisean could have came to us and been like, y'all know my ex Ronny doing da-da-da. But the route he's going is not going to warrant her to give him a paternity test. And you still need his social security card to take him to a doctor. You still need his mother's approval to do that as well. So what I'm simply trying to say is I'm going to need him to calm down on the aggression with women, but also your potential baby mother, to get her to give you whatever it is that you're asking for. And that's just where I am with that. I don't know anything about Junior's conditions, all of that. All the family keeps saying that. We're not taking care of his condition. Condition. That's all they talk about, but not saying what said condition it is. So I don't know, but I know that Ronny gonna have a real hard time trying to do that, and he can't even get the paternity test. So y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. It's just my opinion. That's all I got. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Hell yeah.